Neha Trivedi. I am working as Assistant Professor at Ramakrishna Institute of Computer Education and Applied Sciences. My topic is ELISA. ELISA is an enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay. It is independently developed in 1966 by White and Jaeger. In 1971, the Polman and Eva has developed in Sweden, and Anton and Boekman in Netherlands independently published a paper that synthesized this knowledge into the method to perform the enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay. Before understanding the ELISA, we need to understand the epitope. Epitope is the area of the antigen that stimulates the specific immune response. There is approximately one epitope, also called an antigenic determinant site, that contains that elides the immune responses. Epitopes are usually on the surface of the antigen and are site of the antibody attachment. The ELISA technique is divided into the various types. It is the direct ELISA, indirect ELISA, and the sandwich technique. The basic concept of the ELISA technique, that is, the test is performed by the incubation, in every step we need to incubate it, and the excess antigen should be removed. Our antigen is attached to a plastic micropeptide plate, and antigen bind to the well. The excess antigen is removed and the sample is suspended to contain the antibody against this antigen. The antigen should be removed after the washing, and unbound samples and second antibodies as an antibody which is specific to the antibody being investigated is applied. This secondary antibody has been conjugated with enzyme and such as a horse peroxidase, and after incubation and washing to remove any that is unbound enzyme substrate is added. The slightest amount of linked or sandwich antibodies in the well will result in a detectable amount of color when the colorless substrate is clad to a colored product by the conjugated enzymes. Here you can see the different type of the enzyme-linked immunosorbent techniques. First is the indirect technique, where the antigen attached to the antibody after the washing step. Again, after the washing step, the second antibodies has been conjugated, and you can visualize the result. In the sandwich technique, the antibodies has been attached on the coated well, washed, and after add the antigens, which should be measured. After the second washing step, the added the conjugated secondary antibodies, and again after the washing step added the substrate which will measure the color. In the competitive ELISA technique, the antibody incubated with the antigen which should be measured and added into the antigen-antibody mixture to the antigen coated well. After the washing step, added the enzyme which should be conjugated to the secondary antibodies, and after next washing step, add the substrate and measure the color. The comparative and the contrast between the Western blot technique and ELISA. The Western blot technique uses the mixture of the monoclonal antibodies, where in the ELISA technique it is used for the antigen themselves. Now we are coming to the application of the ELISA technique. It is used to determine the concentration of the HIV, West Nile viruses, tuberculosis, rotaviruses in the ficus, hepatitis viruses, and others. It is also used to find out the food allergen, for example the milk, peanut, walnut, almonds, and eggs. It is also used in the toxicology as a rapid preservative screen for the certain classes of the drugs. To detect the various kinds of the disease such as the malaria and the Lyme's disease, we can use the ELISA technique. After the completion of the topic, we are having a certain questions which you can refer for your assignment. That is, what is the ELISA? How many types of the ELISA tactics is available? And what are the applications of the ELISA technique? Thank you.